Time and again, history has shown us that family bonds can be some of the most powerful human relationships. And Calgary's Rouge Restaurant is living proof that sometimes this connection is even strong enough to reach beyond the grave. A waiter was preparing for a banquet when he heard the sound of a child's laughter coming from the private rooms. Each time he thought he had gotten closer to the source of the laughter, it seemed to move farther away. He started to feel like an unwilling participant in a game of tag. The source of the laughter now seemed to move downstairs. He followed the sound down 2 floors and ultimately into the basement. Standing in the doorway of a walk-in freezer was a child. Thinking that she might be in danger, the young man entered the freezer too. When he got inside, the little girl was gone. Suddenly, the door slammed shut, locking him inside. He realized that he hadn't simply followed the sounds of the laughter into the basement. He had been led downstairs, a calculated move to win the game.
The original settlers of Calgary, Alberta, were a hardy breed who spent their lives carving a home out of the wilderness and taking great pride in what they built. It shouldn't surprise us that some of them chose never to leave their homes, even after death.
Rouge Restaurant was originally the home of A.E. Cross and his family. The Crosses were prosperous and content until the tragic death of their youngest daughter, Lizzie, as a result of an influenza epidemic. After Lizzie's death, it is believed that she stayed on in spirit, and A.E. Cross himself stayed on after his death, watching over his beloved daughter.
We've had clairvoyants come through, most of them on their own. Their curiosity has brought them here. They've all concurred and said there's 2 spirits in the house. One is of a small child, and the other is a larger energy source, but they all felt it was very parental in nature. So that leads us to sort of anticipate that that would be A.E. Cross. From all the research that we've done into the family history, A.E. was a very devoted father and did care a lot for all of his children. When I first arrived at the Cross House, I know this is the wrong word, but it's the only word I can really use. I was agnostic with my belief towards ghosts. After being here for 2 years, I am a believer. There's 2 separate incidents in the kitchen involving frying pans that traveled sideways across the burners, witnessed both times.
Encounters with the ghosts of Rouge Restaurant don't only take place after hours. During a banquet, a hostess saw a man sitting alone in an empty dining room. He rose, revealing a body that was almost transparent. and as he moved towards her, he flickered in and out of view. Startled, she ran to inform the owner. It was not the first time Paul had heard such stories. There was no sign of the mysterious gentleman, but Paul assured her that she was not the first to encounter him. As she was leaving, a door swung open on its own, and she chose to leave the spirits in peace. This loving father continues to act as the eternal guardian for his daughter, still haunting the building that was once their home and is today Calgary's Rouge Restaurant.